Now, unfortunately, the one game we are playing tomorrow was probably the worst game we had in the sense of playing the big games. We lost there 3-0. Of course, there were referee decisions involved in that loss that made it harder for us. But they were much better in the first half than us. I think, and I've said this many times, the reason why we have shown many times that we're a good team in big games, but also in other games, is that we have very good players and we can play very good football. It's been a very hard for us and a struggle for us to play the amount of games. So every time after a good game, even the City game, we played 3 days after we played Real Madrid. And that has been our biggest problem this season. Struggling after playing after a good result or a bad result, so many games. That has been the biggest issue for this team. And not the games on itself, because we've shown that we have quality players and we are a very good team. But the amount of games have been our biggest issue. And that's why I just said it's interesting for us to see now where we are after 7, 8 or 9 months. We've played much better against them at home, as you said. At Anfield, I don't think we deserve to lose, especially not after our second half performance. Unfortunately, there was a big referee decision in that game as well, the red card on Mohamed Salah. That didn't went in our favour. But now we have to show, if this progress, we can also show that in an away game, because it's usually tougher to play away from home than at Anfield. Mo is back. Ali unfortunately isn't. But I think much more of our players are used to the program now than they were in the beginning of the season. So now it's up to us to show that we are ready for this tough fixture list. Tough in a sense of the opponents we face, but that's completely normal. If you are still in the FA Cup and if you're still in the Champions League, that you face tough opponents, and tough in a sense that it's a lot of games with hardly any rest in between. But we are now 8 or 9 months further than we were in the start of the season, and I think more and more players are ready for this schedule than they were for large parts of the first half of the season. No, very important. I think I've felt this season multiple times how important it is to get a lead, because that's where we struggled with this season, and it's much easier if you're 1-0 up, 2-0 up to keep the lead than being 1-1 or a goal down and you have to chase the game. So scoring goals is vital in football, as we all know, and it helps you in many aspects. That's why I'm so happy that Alex is back. Away game, we scored from a set piece. That really helps in every game of football, especially in the big games. It's so important that you have a positive set piece balance, which we didn't have when we faced them at the Etihad this season, because they scored from a set piece. By the way, we scored as well, but that was disallowed.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.